Okay, so we've got our Season 5 Reloaded patch notes here, so we're going to go over these real quick. That way you have the information and you can listen to it on the way to work or whatever floats your boat, you know. Or if you just don't want to read the patch notes yourself, you can have me do it for you. I'm here for it. It's what we do. Okay, so the first thing up is the playlist update. We've got Standard Verdansk BR, and they've added Clash. Rebirth Island has trios and quads again. And it looks like next week we've pretty much got the exact same thing. It looks like they already give us the full layout of this last section of the thing. And so what else will let you choose from? A few options. Keep your eye on Twitter, so vote on Twitter for more updates. We've got the numbers event. It says 16111921. Those brave enough to investigate the mobile broadcast station scattered across Verdansk will receive the following incentives: an instant 5,000 cash bonus in the current match. For each unique mobile station activated in the event, you will receive an exclusive reward, such as a sticker, calling card, or charm, in addition with some XP. Also, you will complete all the challenges in the numbers event, either Warzone or Cold War, to unlock the Psy melee weapon. So, standard melee weapon stuff. Event will include a set of 9 challenges within Warzone, which are based around the active mobile stations in Season 5 Reloaded. These challenges, you can unlock even more cosmetic rewards, as well as more rewards in another arcade cabinet game for your collection if you play in the Black Ops Cold War, even though you can play old Atari games there. Unlock the first ever event reward weapon, the Psy, by completing the full set of 9 challenges in-game, in either game starting September 21st. Okay. We've got a game mode Clash launch with just TDM 50 versus 50. If you're not familiar with it, it's a sniper fest. If you like sniping, great. If you don't, probably don't play it. Then we've got the new game mode Iron Trials 84. It says in season. We have altered health regeneration, removal loadout drops, new gulag rules, adjusted environment hazards, and classified weapons. So they're basically just changing the whole formula. 3 additional changes to expect: field upgrades, dead silence, and stopping power have been removed. This is for just trials, I do believe. Sniper rifles can only one shot to the head within 30 meters. You're gonna have to get up close and personal. So they've added damage drop off to the sniper rifles. Vehicles, ATV, and dirt bikes only. You'll need dispatcher folds the old-fashioned way. Plan on playing your drops carefully and rotate early. So this part right here sounds great, with the exception of the sniper rifle thing. And if you win, you get an exclusive calling card, which is basically the only way you'll get it. To the map, they've added mobile broadcast stations, and the red doors are performing unusual activities operators have been asked to investigate. So that means they're going to encourage us to go do it. General, nothing. Question marks. This must be what's coming further on in the season. This is probably going to be more tie-ins to probably Vanguard. Gameplay changes. New gulag loadouts, new pre-match loadouts, and new ground and loot supply box loot. So standard season changes. Bunch of bug fixes, it looks like. Visual issue causing player models that appear to have 2 left hands after free falling with any akimbo weapon equipped. Fix additional collision issues with various elements across Verdansk, allowing players to head peek. Fix collision issues with various elements across Verdansk and Rebirth that allow loadout drops to fall through them. Fix an issue where causing players to not receive the squad wipe notification after finishing the last member of enemy squad. That'll be extremely useful. Fixed an issue causing remain stuck in the blanket tablet, or in the blank tablet while using the RCXD. Thank goodness. Issue for certain finishing moves not playing properly. Thermites damage persisting upon redeployment after exiting the gulag. That's a mess. Where bounty contracts would not display placeholder text. Squad wipe wouldn't count if the last enemy was holding a self-revive. That's important to know. Fix an issue where players could regenerate armor plates while using the tempered perk. You just got that by picking up after you had already taken damage. Fix an issue where some calling cards were displaying placeholder text. Custom reticles would send players back to the menu. Blueprints labeling of various attachments in the gunsmith option. Fixed reticle alignment on the Swiss Roman standard. Well, that's nice. Good to know. Fixed scaling of the Swiss diamond camo. Okay. Fixed an issue causing inspect animation on some blueprints to not work properly. Cool. Let's see. New weapon, the Psy. It's just if you've ever watched Ninja Turtles, it's Raphael's weapon. Okay, so we've got changes coming to the weapons here. We observed some disparities between ease of use and efficiency. The Krig 6 has shown impressive performance at just about every engagement range. While we believe it is important to have a wide array of weapons that can be utilized by players of all skill levels, it is critical to the health of the game that the effectiveness scales appropriately with the skill required to wield them. If players can be as effective with a weapon at that is pinpoint accurate, that it has marginally slower time to kill potentially than the hardest to wield weapons, why would you choose another? Exactly. That's what we've been complaining about all season. As we continue to address these weapons, we will also be making adjustments to the Black Ops Cold War attachments that offer recoil control, as we feel these changes will provide a fairer, more diverse long-range landscape. So the C58 had its recoil adjusted. They increased it. It's going to be harder to land your shots over distance. The EM2 base optic eye position retracted, so it means it has less zoom on that one. It's going to be a slightly less viable option to lesser skilled marksmen. The assault rifle Bravo, which is the FAL, is also getting nerfed. Upper torso damage decreased from 1.1 to 1. So they're nerfing the FAL that's already pretty bad anyways. Sprint to fire speed on the Groza was increased. The Krig 6 has a maximum damage decrease from 30 to 29, which I don't think will change much. Mid damage is now 25. And minimum damage is from 25 to 23. So they're reducing its damage over range. Weapon kick adjusted. Reduce some of the weapon's bounciness while firing, which we feel will make it more enjoyable to use. So they reduced the damage, but they reduced the overall visual recoil of it. Light machine gun Alpha, which is the Stoner. Okay. Recoil increased slightly, so they increased the recoil on the Stoner. That won't change anything. This will never matter. If you're good with the Stoner, you're still gonna be good with the Stoner. Tactical rifle Charlie, the AUG, I think. Let's see here. The AUG, yeah, the AUG got its recoil decreased. The DMR got its recoil adjusted. Rather than outright decrease the recoil, this change is more of a rework. The DMR 14 has languished since its changes in Season 1, but has not been forgotten. Expect the DMR 14 to feel like a new weapon. Semi-auto weapon enthusiasts rejoice as the DMR may see real resurgence following this change. Cool. I'm excited for that. Weapon kick decreased on the M16. Type 63 is being completely gutted. Headshot multiplier decreased from 2.1 to 1.58. Neck from 1.2 to 1.58. So neck and headshots are the same. 1.2 to 1 on torso, 1.1 to 1 on torso. Weapon kick decrease. So they made the Type 63 easier to use slightly, but overall just gutted it. So no more Type 63 SMG. The Modern Warfare MP5 just got its 10 rounds reduced from 34 to 31 because it was better and now it's not. They decreased the range on the OTS. The weapon kick adjusted, ADS sway adjusted. So they kind of buffed the PPSH just on usability, not on damage. The Swiss is recoil adjusted. We have improved the firing recoil behavior of the Swiss. We expect this to go largely unnoticed as it does not measurably impact the weapon's effectiveness, but should improve its overall feel. So nothing. The Swiss will be better. And the same for the ZRG. The ZRG will be where it's at. It's just a recoil adjustment. Okay, so now we're getting into barrels. So assault rifles, the Ranger, Liberator, and GRU, which are all the same. Vertical recoil control decreased from 10 to 8. So they're nerfing that. The heavy reinforced VDP contour, 5% to 4%. So they're nerfing that. The contour and takedown, 10 to 8. So they're nerfing that. Task Force from 10 to 8. So basically across the board for ARs, they have nerfed the recoil control balance that you get from the barrels. Cool. I'm fine with that. That means every gun will be slightly harder to control over range. Perfect. Same thing for LMGs. 5 to 4 on the match grade, 10 to 8 on the Task Force. Again, perfect. As we settle on the proper magnitude of recoil control for these barrels, we expect to impact individual weapons differently. Weapons that more heavily rely on the recoil control they receive from these barrels may need to be addressed independently. So what this is telling you right now is any heavy recoil gun, you're not going to be able to use it reliably anymore. Because while they went through and they did this, it's a blanket change. So the blanket change, which means your EM2, your C58, your AK. If you are on controller, you're probably going to suffer a bit. You're going to see more Krig, more QBZ. I mean, not like you don't already, but you'll see more Krig, more QBZ, high rate of fire, lower recoil guns. If you're looking for the answer right now, it's still going to probably be Krig, QBZ. You might want to consider returning to some Modern Warfare guns like the M13 or the M4, as they will no longer be they'll no longer be outclassed by recoil control. Now it'll be down to what you can do. The DMR had its titanium barrel nerfed. Damage range decreased from 25 to 20. Fire and increase reduced from 16.7 to 15. So basically, I think they increased the range but reduced the rate of fire. Yeah. Assault rifles, just the Groza, just the Serpent Grip, reduced its ADS speed from 9% to 7%. People don't use the Groza anyways. It's not going to matter as much. We've got a new operator, Hudson NATO. He's this bald-looking dude, so it's my new brother. Upcoming bundle released in the store. We've got Judge Dredd coming. He is the law. I am the law. I am the law.
I am the law.
A limited time tracer pack with the Judge Dredd will include Judge Dredd comic strip, Quick Judgment SMG, Arbitrator rifle, assault rifle, Lawgiver handgun. So we're probably looking at what, a Diamatti here, maybe. Might be a Diamatti. Probably the submachine gun will probably be like the OTS because everybody still loves that one. And I'm guessing the Krig on the Arbitrator. Finishing move, Incendiary. Book of Law Charm. Judge's Watch for Wrist. Animated calling card. Animated emblem. Cool. We've got the Chemical Reaction Pro Pack coming in season. This is another one of the ones you have to buy straight out. You kind of look like Scarecrow here. 7-item bundle, looking better. It'll come with Diabolical Ultra Skin for Stone, 2 weapon blueprints, the primary injection assault rifle, and tactical syringe sniper rifle. This looks like it's a Pellington. And I'm going to guess most likely the assault rifle will probably be another Krig, which can make a loadout go nuclear. So it's going to have probably gas tracers and explode and like the nuclear or like the acidic bullets or something. 2,400 COD points and stuff like that. Tracer pack Ghost Ship, which the Flying Dutchman, that's going to be the AUG because they just buffed it. And the Keyhole SMG, I probably guess might be an MP5. Plenty of other bundles be available. We've got our updates on PlayStation. You're at 5 for both 5 and 4. 5 gigabytes for both PlayStation 5 and 4. 5.9 gigabytes for Xbox Series X and Xbox One. PC 6.4 on Warzone, 7.6 if you have Warzone Modern Warfare. And then the standard warning, 12 gigabytes for additional space for Warzone on PC. Black Ops Cold War downloads is not necessary to play, and furthermore, smaller overall file size for players to choose to uninstall or remove data packs if they're no longer needed. Overall, it's looking like we're going to see a mega resurgence of the high rate of fire, low recoil guns. You're probably going to see more FFAR close ranges. You're probably going to see more Krigs. You're probably going to see more QBZs. I say again, try the M4, the M13, and the Growl, as those are all going to come back quite a bit more because this is only damaging the Cold War ARs. And yeah, overall, I think you'll still see a ton of Swiss snipers. The Mp5 Nerf is going to be pretty hard on that 10 mil. That's going to add one more bullet to drop people. MP7 is really big right now after all these adjustments again to SMGs that we've been having lately. To the Cold War MP5 and now the Modern Warfare MP5. You're looking at MP7, Fennec, PPSH will be a little bit more usable now, and OTS. Whereas the OTS's went from what was it? It wasn't much, was it? I don't remember what they did. Let's see. Maximum damage range decreased by 6.2. No, the thing is a headshot gun anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's my overall take, guys. Thank y'all for checking out. I will see you all in the morning for some games, and we'll talk about some of these notes again. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Peace.